we were in that meeting. We had a congressman that's very well known. I won't say his name. It would be easy to figure it out, but he's on one of the committees. He called in on speakerphone, and they put him on speakerphone. Very, very famous representative. And this is what he said to us in that room. He said, "Are the pastors listening to me?"
Wow.
And the only ones that was in that room that were pastors was me and Sandy, and Jamie Walden was there, and Tony Merkel. Yeah, and he's not a pastor, but Tony's
always there.
Tony, he's always there. He's always there. And there was a local pastor there. Found out later, Z, this troubles me, 20 to 25 very prominent pastors were invited to be in the meeting that I was in, and they all turned it down. And that's a statement of the condition of the church, in my opinion. And so this congressman said, "Pastors, are you there? Can you hear me?" And I spoke up and I said, "We're here." And he said, "I am begging you," and this is maybe not perfect words, but this is what he said. He goes, "Please go tell your congregations that they are not ready for what is coming."
My goodness.
What we have seen and what we know is coming. He said, this congressman said, "I have generals, I have people that have seen these things that are asking me to contact the pastors and ask the pastors, beg and plead with the pastors, please wake up your congregation and tell them they're not ready, because the church is going to fall for this lie." And if I can say one more thing, Z,
please,
is yesterday morning, right at the time of this recording, let me just say the last Sunday morning service before I was going to my church that I pastor in Birmingham, I got a call from a pastor. He goes, "Look, I know it's Sunday morning. I'm crazy busy too." He said, "But I need to talk to you." And I had not talked to this pastor in a long time. He called me. This man is a very well-connected man. You would know him. And he's connected to Washington, D.C. He goes to many of the meetings there in Washington.
Okay.
And he said, "I'm at the Denver airport right now, and I just came out of a meeting." And he said, "I was told some things that stunned me." And he said, in that meeting, someone said, Larry Ragland, he has been in a similar meeting. You need to call him and verify this. Well, he said, "Were you in a meeting like this?" And I said, "Yes." And we talked about it. He said to me, and I don't think that I would get in trouble for saying this because he said this publicly. He is very close to Tim Burchett. Okay. He's a friend, very close friend. He said, "I've had private conversations with him." And he says, "What you heard me say to this pastor named him on air pales in comparison to what I want to say." Oh, and he said, he said, "Here's where I'm at." He said, "I fear, and the people that are around me in Washington fear. Our greatest fear is not what is coming." Listen to this, man. "Our greatest fear is the number of Christians that are going to fall for what is about to be